vou postar lá.
Run, Roach.
Okay.
That's it, Roach.
Whoever set this knew what they were doing. Never known a monster to set a trap. Someone's here.
Giddy up. Move it.
Ye seek trouble? We've not got no need for your help.
Have no fear, good man. Our labors...
Milton, look.
Get out!
In the flesh.
Hail, Witcher!
And you, fear not.
Found your message on a notice board.
You see, Pomeran? I told you. The griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin and Palmerin de Lawnful. Good to see you both. Been years.
Hear short, we share your joy.
You must forgive us our... surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison that left this land still is at the mercy of numerous plagues. A tyranny of bandits, the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you, of course, but do us the kindness of waiting.
No point fight.
To cast a blind...
Can't stay here to protect these folk from the dangers that come their way.
Do you suggest that should we...
Geralt speaks wisely. We know neither this land nor its... Soon, my friend, soon.
So
We are to deliver her grace the Dutch...
is sacred in two...
Most honorable Geralt, Slayer, whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood. Come to our aid, Witcher.
Shall you answer her?
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot...
Beast wields black magic? What makes you say so?
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast. Of the feast-goers, none noticed.
The second killing, similar. A knight in a locked room.
We have no fear of creatures.
Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have tried.
The beast is clever. It evades...
An experienced tracker. This is what we need.
Mentioned a tourney. Why doesn't the Duchess just call it off?
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The beast could be a threat to us.
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies. I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the...
So you accept the contract?
We must set off at once.
Ready to go.
Ha! Then
To Toussaint!
There you go.
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
You will find Beauclair's changed some these past years.
walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron!
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, outfit it. With
The most beautiful...
If he wishes to guard her...
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight.
A giant this
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once.
So he came back.
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed. At any rate, it's...
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Put up a good fight against...
None. In Tucson, we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed that
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope.
another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is the river surrendered a corpse. It washed up.
Securing the area? Better go there now before the...
Set forth, then.
Brave kid, Guillaume.
Parmarin oversaw his upbringing. Guillaume is his kin.
Why do you stick around here, like a pitchfork in a dung pile?
Can't get used to the way you knights talk. Especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition. No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around. Make sure they didn't miss anything. Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Honor! Perish, harlot brutes!
Got guests. Careful.
I will fail you all! For my name is not Milton the Pirate Pirate!
Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking. Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free. Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything. monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Need to comb the bank. Look, a boat was launched here. Guardsmen must have loaded the body parts onto it, taken them somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet, of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions, no matter the odds. Fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did. But I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past.
I understand.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time. Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomrin's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive.
You can't pull one over on me, Witcher.
A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
They say Her Grace has called in someone to tempt the beast. Killer from the north, they say. What? We've no lads brave enough? Of course we have. But bravery's not enough against the beast.
How is it that your kiss
dark
does not
powers.
feed him as well?
That calls for a witcher. Age.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac-Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would...
But why do I not detect...
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all...
This corpse is precisely why we're here.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac...
Name's
A humble introduction.
Spare us the petty insults.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun...
Ask Geralt, please.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on...
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that?
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is...
It is no secret. The Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw?
Such are the times. Today's night.
It's true what they say. God sent...
So folk...
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs.
Why, you...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers.
Don't listen to that nonsense.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been sprouting up like...
Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds.
Not coming with?
Some sort. Ha! Her great...
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it's...
There we go.
Sounds like a fight. Have to hurry. Damn it. Killer must still be here. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though, or a Fletter. Bruxa, gotta be. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like. Black blood and moon dust. Could be lifesavers. In the cellar. Gotta be. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs, broke his neck. Hurled against the wall with great force. Used this to batter down the grate. Took a lot of strength to batter this down. You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you... We don't have...
You are... I cannot let you leave.
Should've blasted before I went down. Ah, here we go.
What was she doing at the table, though? Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess. to speak to the Duchess.
All right, you scamps.
What's a Pomerine?
Our tales for another time.
But
Master Witch.
Not always. Could go either way. Still worth...
But why?
Palmer story. Think back. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Knighting Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian.
Close, but not quite.
Someone's gonna fight a Shalmar? With only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem?
This is dangerous.
I saw the spectacle of the swords of Yarina in Nunley.
Might have gotten lucky. Shalmar might have been lame. Who knows? Only a Witcher has her... Besides which, releasing a monster that Let's go.
To the beast! Its plans confound! The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods! Soon the Witcher shall triumph against all odds!
Damn it.
Bring up the ocean and set fire to the woods! For nothing in this struggle can come to any good! What was all the monsters the victor? Then naught shall have come of fell and vigor! Struck deep by the Shalmar's dead claws, so the Witcher shall perish in cavern walls. The Witcher's life was snuffed. All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust. Drink up the ocean and set fire to the wood. Come to any good.
This monster makes no sense. Paulson.
Gotta keep it down.
Alas, for Nightling, the beast used its power. That killed the Lord and knocked him to earth. Now was the Witcher in one mighty... To the beast! Its turns confound!
What now, you piece of filth?
The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods! Soon the wizards shall triumph against all odds! Out with flame! And thus the witch's life was snuffed! All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust. The witch waited till the time was true, then twirled, danced, and spun, struck the monster that flew. Like a bow who leaps at the love's first spurt, so the witcher wooed the Selma, the new foul hark heard. A hero struck by Selma's escort, so the witcher shall perish in cavernous walls. Dodge, dive, flee, faint, its razor strikes belly, Selma's eyes shrink around, blood transforms into jelly. The Selma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Smile as before.
Geralt, we must...
You shall talk later.
Geralt, magnificent! Breathtaking!
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly...
See to our young hero, hop. We had been long awaiting your arrival.
Your Grace.
Naturally. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival.
I vow upon the crane.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand?
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law, I fear you'd not have... Thus we've decided. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at one.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace.
Is it? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted...
So he died suddenly, but the body was...
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city, there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in...
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look...
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shade...
So...
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times...
He made a veritable fortune.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain that...
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore...
Knights of Toussaint.
Honor, wit...
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay.
Honor, compromised by the pillory. Wisdom...
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder...
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To me some...
They were a team?
They were close.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton. Immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's discussing...
We must call off the game.
First and foremost... Damien, order the gardens searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace! Faster, Geralt! Right like the wind!
Your Grace seems right at home in the saddle.
This way! Through town! Try not to lose your way! Sharp right! Take care!
Good!
Clear a path! Clear the way, I said! Is this part of the game?
Come on.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry.
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option. But time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules. On second thought, I shall show you where the hunt place. You...
The unicorn.
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm... Turns around, it's over there, look.
Golden fish.
Please, Geralt. Look there. The golden fish and... All clear?
Watch it!
Unicorns are thought to like music, but this is no...
Perhaps an apple will.
We would not be in this predicament, dear.
Do you really wish to have this?
Hush, or you'll spook.
Hey, folks.
Who's that?
Crispy apple. Should like that like any other damn horse. Cold game's not likely to tempt a unicorn. An apple. Yum, yum. Easy. Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
To be honest, every last man Jacques in these parts has but one
definitely whiz.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
What the blazes? Did someone just dive in the water? Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Sure, if you're a peasant.
Stop!
King Cormorant, sire.
As the moon is... When a soul of good or ill repute...
A key.
Such are the times, my good fellow.
Patrolling on an empty stomach.
Nippy all these lacerations. My son has been made a squire.
But your grace.
No, but... If you please.
We do not plead.
But it's against the...
Geralt!
Got a key and a...
I've another. Who wrote this drivel?
Let's see. Grown. With ease gives us green, right? And mouse with a head of hard cheese. Greenhouse?
You're a genius. Several greenhouses in the gardens, indeed. But only one looks, the key to which looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
What the butch?
What was that?
Here I go.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Not here to talk about me.
Yet, that is exactly...
What do you mean, they?
I would ask you to...
Let you kill again.
To stay where you were. Regenerate!
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You all right?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as...
How's this even?
I was a bump. In somewhat better shape now, as you...
I'm sorry.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did...
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince...
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can...
So that's his name.
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is...
Haven't exactly done a great job with that.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not...
So in your opinion...
Precisely what I wish to find out.
Got a lot of faith in...
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are won't. Remember the year 9... Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and...
Brute of Lyria. Read about it.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush.
Awfully good.
Yes. So you'll understand.
What makes you say that?
Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. He chose the latter.
Probably same thing it means.
Much more than that. The act itself...
Always had an overdeveloped...
Each vampire has a unique... In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing a...
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off? Suggesting he's maladjusted.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict.
Gotta find him.
Well,
Not entirely.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast.
All in all?
Let us find him.
Fine. All right.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must...
I prefer they not find me.
See you.
Which...
Still...
We must allow the Witcher to ply his trade. Nothing to see here. Move along.
Sir, sir.
Letter?
Can't write you.
Here.
No, sir.
Dearest,
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you, thus I dispatched this letter without delay. What?
A professor who studied
This is Beauclair, not some flea-bitten
Witcher.
What a brute! The butcher. Don't dare to think you've got carte blanche here.
The god protects, the god serves, the god's men have got iron nerves.
So تعال بعيد.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Regis!
Damn it. Locked. I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Not bad.
Good. agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests.
True enough.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What?
Come on.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses.
And this?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bendant. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without...
The hand.
You've heard of Kovinaris'
Rings a distant bell. Read about, but if memory serves.
He did prove it. Just never managed to publish his findings. It's
How's it work?
We must brew. This triggers...
Any chance we might...
Indeed.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home. Where we... You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here. Guests who owe their hosts, meaning you human.
Respect? Meaning not to...
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn...
Can't you just...
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better.
Last resort?
There is a being who can... For the very act of contacting this being, an exercise as...
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison.
Well, there's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in...
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this...
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Perhaps they'll find one in the... It will take them some time, none...
Not really in the mood for your concoctions. Especially given how they make you say things.
Geralt of Rivia, do I detect a...
Not about to fall for that.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Far as I know, none. Now what you got for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this.
Impossible.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge. It seems I know this.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was...
Come on, sir.
Sorry, Geralt. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct.
Ah, professional.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wilderness.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all.
I sincerely doubt it. Raven...
What exactly did...
The area around the estate.
Spoons.
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the...
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagine...
So?
Yes, till later.
Tomes?
We require one last...
All right.
And to you, my friend.